We can take a machine, no matter how old it is, and bring it into the 21st century with latest safety technology.
What we make isn't always sexy, but it affects your life every day. Every building you go into, if you're not wet with the rain that we've got today, it's because our roof's on it. If you're comfortable because of the air conditioning, it's because of our ductwork. If you don't lose your fingers in a machine and a mill, because our guard is there to protect you. The stuff we do affects a lot of people's lives every day. So when we talk about automation, our company, everything we make is different. You know, it's easy to automate something if I'm making the same product all day, every day. But every single piece of product we make is different from the product I made 5 minutes ago. And so that's harder to automate. So what we have to do is find a way to have tools that help the person make that quicker, easier, more efficiently, less costly. And how the machinery we buy interfaces with those people, with our workers, is what's the critical component to automation.
So here at Delta Metals, they've got a late model machine. It's I don't know, 15 or 20 years old, and they had a servo issue. But the servo was obsolete, it couldn't be replaced. And they'd had some other electrical glitches here and there. And so we came in and we talked about just replacing the damaged components and integrating them into what they had, or doing a full recontrol.
So I could have bought a new machine anywhere, but the companies that I was talking to, none of them wanted to rebuild what we had. So talking to Alan, I had never talked to them about doing this kind of machine. So we talked a lot more probably than I would have normally to get an understanding of what he was going to do to our machine and what our expectations would be.
Almost everyone uses an off-the-shelf HMI. If you're going with any brand of PLC, they have their own brand of HMI.
So we had several conversations about hardware and different platforms. He had mentioned to me in one of the conversations that we had that he had an engineer who he was working with who preferred to use some more modern programming means, Python, things like that. And instantly we started to discuss how PLC Next could help him reach his goals for what he desired in this new piece of equipment that he was designing.
And it's all programmed with CSS, which is the same language that's used to make a web page. And so you can take anybody and it's intuitive to use. It requires a lower level of training to be really proficient using our controls versus anyone else's. We use, from Phoenix Contact, we use all their power supplies. We use whatever the latest safety relay is. We use their Ethernet switches, their PLCs, and their computers.
We are currently in the process now. Alan has deployed several pieces of equipment using PLC Next. We are in the process of working with them on supplying them with IPCs and some HMI panels to go along with their units. We've discussed things like TVSS, the limited lifetime warranty, which was very appealing to Alan to extend the warranty on his automation components and his equipment.
My relationship moving forward with Phoenix Contact is only going to grow from here. NJ Tool Repair is growing. We're getting a lot of inquiries, which are going to start turning into more orders, and hoping to do 10 of these next year. Having that kind of volume of business with Phoenix Contact is only going to help us both, I think.